Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today's replay is from Piping Hot Gazpacho Soup, and he's in the Prinz Rupprecht at tier 9 German battleship. Now this is a ranked battle, and it's Tears of the Desert. Now half of the team are destroyers, we'll see how that goes. Now our Prinz Rupprecht has decided to go to A here. There is one destroyer that's also camping. The Goatland came here originally, but decided that it's going to C instead, I suppose. And the other part of the team is taking a very passive approach to this, especially the Soyuz that has barely moved so far. Now there is a very awkward torpedo arriving here, but I think it will run out. Yes, it will. So there are 2 destroyers and 2 battleships here, it looks like. And well, Piping Hot Soup here is detected, and you should probably start angling because, well, the Prinz Rupprecht is not the most tanky of battleships, Now the Marlborough is also pretty broadside, which is nice. The problem that you have in the Rupprecht is that actually, you know, your nose and your rear can be overmatched pretty easily. Not by the Marlborough, because the Marlborough's guns aren't that big, but the Friedrich most certainly can. Now right now he's nicely angled, the secondaries are working on that Marlborough. And if the Marlborough stays broadside, this should work out quite nicely. Hydro is running, now there are 2 destroyers here, even with Hydro, might be a problem. So he's decided to take this opportunity to turn away, while the Marlborough is hopefully reloading. And yeah, that should help with dodging. Of course, ship doesn't turn that well. Now the problem still is that the Friedrich can exactly just overmatch your rear anyway. If you're in a Rupprecht, you know, you aren't the most tanky ship out there. Now the Marlborough was a good enemy, because, well, Marlborough can't do that much. But the Friedrich is a much tougher nut to crack. But there are some troops going towards the Friedrich now. So the enemy has lost 2 ships, so that's nice, but our Piping Hot Soup is... well, I mean, it's Piping Hot Soup, so he's on fire, so he's staying true to his name there. That's good. Also, he got a torpedo in the Yugomo, which is hilarious. Yeah. Now, he's getting very low on health. Yeah, Keel is going, as damage calling that fire, he can't really afford to be on fire here. But as we've established, you know, angling doesn't really help that much against the Friedrich. The Friedrich can just go right through the nose or the rear. There is a bit of an icebreaker, but it's not really the biggest of icebreakers. Meanwhile, the secondaries are doing some good work on the Friedrich, and this is all basically in RNG's hand, hoping just that the Friedrich's guns will go elsewhere. Meanwhile, he's also doing a good job of just dodging torpedoes. So yeah, this is strangely working really well, and honestly, I can't believe that he's still alive. Der Rupprecht flooded. Meanwhile, the friendly team is actually doing some work there on the other side of the map, which just leaves the 2 destroyers around here to stay floating. I can't believe that he actually survived against Friedrich. Well, it leaves 2 destroyers to hunt down, and one of them is nicely enough staying... well, I wanted to say he's staying visible, but I guess he decided not to. Now there is still 1 heal remaining. That might come in handy. and 2 charges of Hydra. So, as a battleship, you'll have trouble spotting destroyers unless they give themselves away. I mean, at this point, the enemies might just dueling because they have realized that they have lost this. And there are also friendly destroyers remaining to help spot the enemy. Technically, there's even a raider, but it's just very far away. So I doubt that Alaska will arrive in time to do anything. Now all that's left is to just charge in and see if there is some more fun to be had before this is won, I guess. And see if any of the destroyers are willing to pick a fight. Or are just careless enough to get themselves spotted. Now with the Hydro, at least there is a reasonable chance of dodging some torps. Well, and there are some of those torps. And there is a Yugumo that was careless enough to be spotted. Although, why was the Yugumo spotted from so far away? Did it, like, not have concealment or something? Well, who knows. Now, meanwhile, some masterful torpedo dodging near, and there is even more to come. The Cossack is trying to disappear in smoke, but that's not gonna work against Hydro now, is it? And I think at this point the Cossack might have given... Oh no, it's trying to evade. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, this was piping hot gazpacho soup in the Prinz Rupprecht, and that was a very fun battle to watch, I tell you. I still can't believe that he managed to survive against that Friedrich. That was, there was a bit of luck involved there, obviously. But that was just a very nice battle. I hope you enjoyed watching it too. I most certainly had some laughs along the way. And I'll see you guys next time.